T-Bird stacking. Just got done Michael Nancy's live show, and I had planned on going live after the show or around midnight. So I'm going to go live now for a little bit. And then I got a phone call. Well, I can't answer it right now. Nope, sorry. Call him back. Hey, GC. Good to see you. Woo. How you doing? I'm just getting my laptop set up here. I had planned on doing a little live stream here after the Michael and Nancy show. And I'm probably going to get on probably for maybe a half hour, maybe. I'm just trying to get this set up so I can see the chat better other than looking at my phone. Looking for, there it is. There's the live stream. Yeah, if you see all that big mess over there, I put down a Mishy Stacker. What's going on? Good to see you. Always good to see you, Mishy. Yeah, I did put a video out. I got another weekly video giveaway where I'm going to be giving away some more constitutional, one to a member and one to one for a member and also one for any subscriber. But a member cannot win the both of them because a member is a subscriber. No, just always flying by the seat of my pants. You know how it is, but this is Coinstar finds. And I can get the link here in a few minutes and I can drop it. Let me see if I can't find it here. Give me a moment. Go on a new tab here real quick so I can go to my channel and find that link and you can go put your entry in. Yeah, let's see here. Let me go find that. Give me just a moment. That would have been on videos. Let's see, official Coinstar GAW year-to-date giveaway. Let me open that up and I can drop that link for you and you can go check it out afterwards, Machine. Put in your entry. I think you missed last week's entry. That was on a 3-letter word. Let me see here. Let me copy this link and I can come over to my live chat and I can place it in here. There we go. Hey, Jonathan, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. I dropped that link for you, Mishy Stack. Are you working right now, Mishy, or no? Not sure if you're working, but I'll drop that. You guys can always go over to my main channel and go down to videos, and you can find it in the videos. It should be the very top one up here. But there's the link right there. Any subscribers will get either a Washington quarter or they'll get a barber quarter, 90%er, if they guess the right amount of my Coinstar finds from year to date. Get a bag of quarters here, a bag of nickels, a bag of dimes, a bag of pennies. And what I did prior to that, I had dropped a video on the amount, the year to date Coinstar total GAW. And the amount of what's in here is there. And the closest one will get a 90% quarter, Washington or barber quarter. Oh, I think I saw a video that you had some green socks on, I think. Oh, you're still there getting discharged in the morning? Oh, man. Praying for you, Mishy. I hope everything is working out good. Raspberry Hedgehog, woo, good to see you. What we got to guess? Well, you got the link right there. It's on my page. I did a video of me enclosing the dollar amount on what's in here, and these 4 bags plus this dollar and plus this would be is included in with that dollar amount. It's a token. These are all Coinstar finds from year to date, and I did I think it's a 7-minute video. Can you give a coin count? Thank you for that emoji, Raspberry Hedgehog. Uh, but the subscribers, everybody's a subscriber, but there's members. I have members starting off at level 1, being a T-Bird level 1 at 99 cents, level 2 at 2.99, level 3 at 3.99. Let me see here. I'm trying something new here real quick before I explain this. I just came across it earlier when I did a live stream earlier, but it doesn't seem like it wants to work for me right now. Just for the heck of it, I'm just gonna dabble with it. I don't know. I'm not trying to entice anybody, but I'm trying. I have never tried this, and I am monetized now, and I just want to dabble with it to get used to it and get accustomed to it. But including this dollar bill that I had found at McDonald's is included in the Coinstar account. And if you're a member, if you're a level 3 member, that's at $5.99. They're going to get a constitutional 90% barber half. Level 2 members are going to get a George Washington quarter or a barber quarter, plus either a barber dime or a Roosevelt dime or a Mercury dime. So they're going to get a quarter and a dime if they are the closest to the price that's in that envelope of my Coinstar finds for a year to date. If they're a level 1 member, they're going to get a 90% Washington quarter or barber quarter if they're the closest. If by chance I get somebody with the same exact guess and they're the closest, whether it's one or whether it's 2 or 3 members, I'm going to take their name and put them on a piece of paper, put them in a hat or put them in a bowl, and then I'm going to mix it up. And I'm going to do this during the live stream. And I'm going to pull one name out. There's only one for members, and I just went over the levels 1, 2, and 3 of what they're going to get for constitutional silver. And also, if there's somebody else out there, so it's fair, so everybody gets a chance. Any subscriber, the members is going to get one, and subscribers that are not members are going to get one. The closest to the dollar amount. CDG, good to see you, Mr. Detective. U.S. or Canadian? It's going to be U.S. U.S. constitutional. I do have a little bit of Canadian constitutional. The Canadian constitutional, I'm pretty sure, is 80%. I do have a little bit of Canadian constitutional, but I didn't consider giving away any Canadian constitutional, just the U.S. constitutional. But that's a thought. That is a thought. So you're learning. Yeah, like I said, I had put that tag up there for the link to that video. I did a GAW teaser video on it, and I think during the GAW teaser video, I showed a little bit about it, and I showed me packaging up and sealing this for next October 20th. Next October 20th is when I'm going to be opening that up. Jeff Rubin, woo, good to see you. Look at the emojis. Oh, the puppy dogs. Awesome. Nurse just came in. I hope she takes care of you, Mishy Stacker. Thinking and praying for you, brother. You got bags of 90% dimes. Ooh, quarters, wheat pennies. I got a lot of wheat pennies, a lot of dimes. I got some of my other dimes already put away, but here's some constitutional, a whole roll of 1962 Rosies. AU uncirculated condition. Got a whole roll. I got 2 other bank rolls of dimes that are 1958D and a 1962D unopened bank rolls. Constitutional, the original bank rolls. I've got more than that. I had a couple of live streams ago. I took out a whole tube of 1963 Benjamin Franklins, and I have a roll of tube of 1962 Benjamin Franklins that are brilliant uncirculated as well. constitutional. I don't have them out here right now and about, but yeah, like I said, these are the bags. And in that video, if you watch that video, I'll drop that link again. There's a lot of pennies in there. There's not too many nickels, but counting the nickels. Oh, them are quarters. Them are the quarters. Them are the nickels. If you watch that video, you go through it. I got them laid out on the table, kind of spread out. Take your best guess. You have until Monday, next Monday, October 20th, to put in your entry. Only one entry per person. If you have two entries in, is going to disqualify you. So if you have more than one, make sure to delete the other one and put the appropriate one. And anywhere between now and the rest of the week, you can, if you feel like you need to change the dollar amount, then you can change it. There's a bullseye go on the bottom of the screen that says 0 of 10. Yeah, Jeff, I just dabbled with that because earlier today, I not sure what it was. I forget, but I think it has something to do with either the gifts or I don't know. It's something I just seen earlier because I've only been monetized probably like a little over 2 weeks now, and it's a feature that I have that I can set a goal of how many gifts. I don't know if that's the jewel gifts or if it's the super chat. I don't think it's super chats. I'm not sure. I'm not 100%. I don't see it on my phone. I just see 0 of 10. But I excuse me, but I have that option and I'm just dabbling with it. No, no, they don't want me to buy anything. It's for any subscribers or members out there that want to use a put a gift up or jewel gifts. I'm not sure. I've done it a few times before, but I've never done that. I've seen it on somebody else's chat, and I noticed I had it earlier today. I was trying to use a headset. Let me see where that headset is. I tried to plug in my headset, but I couldn't get when I plugged it in. This way here, they could hear me better, and I was more consistent instead of being right up next to the phone. And as soon as I plugged in the headset, thank you, Emerald. Woo! Did that give me a one on? Yes, it did. So it is for the jewels. The jewels. I got 1 out of 10 now. Like I said, it's something I'm dabbling with, and I haven't done it before. I seen it earlier, and I'm just experimenting with it uh, to better understand everything. Like I said, I'm flying by the seat of my pants, like the cranky one. And Mishy Stacker says, I'm not trying to steal their coined word, but it's a great one, and I'm just trying to experiment with it. Thank you, Emerald, and good to see you. Thank you so much, Linda Bob. Mom, how you doing? It's not jewel gifts. Oh, it's money gifts. Then how come I got a 1 out of 10 now? I've got a 1 out of 10, and I think City Emerald is the first one that's done anything. Hey Rex, how you doing? Good to see you. Please be sure to smash that like button if you would, please and thank you. Not sure if I missed anything, but I'm just trying to get a better understanding of everything. Silver Stacker, woo! What's the word? Bird's the word. Good to see you. Some people send money through the Target. I think that would work as well. Emerald City just sent a floating heart. Awesome. Thank you so much. See, now I got 2 out of 10. So I don't know if it concludes the jewels as well as the super gifts, super chats, or money gifts. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't fully understand it. Like I said, I'm still new at being monetized and I'm learning as I go. Mo Silver, woo, whoopee, good to see you. All right, thank you, Emerald. Thank you so much. Awesome. That's cool. Yeah, I'm still drinking my coffee. I have a little bit of a headache. I should have took a Tylenol, but I guess Donald Trump says they're not any good for you because of the antihistamine or something that's in it. I don't know. I still take them. I've never had any problems with them. But yeah, like I said, I'm still dabbling with all this. But I'm going to throw that link up there again. I know I'm pretty sure Linda Bach Mom already entered. I think Jeff entered. or is he still debating? But you have a whole week. And next week on, I think it's the, let me see, let me look at my calendar if I can. Can I pop up my calendar here? Let me see. When is, yeah, the 20th is Monday. So it'll, this entry on this giveaway, GA, for the amount of monies that I've collected year to date will end at midnight on Monday, the 20th. Sometime on or about the 21st, I will do a live stream and I will open that little envelope up with the amount, the dollar amount. And we'll find out what the year-to-date Coinstar total is. It's my Coinstar year-to-date GA. And I'm going to try to do something a little special. Last week I did something. Scrap Metal Racing won. 7 Stacks won. Nobody, none of the members, there was one member that had it right, and it was UTV, and that was Scrap Metal Racing. And he won. He won. He got himself a 90% constitutional coin coming to him. And other than members, which are the regular subscribers, there was none that guessed the right 3-letter word. So what I did is I used my random comment picker and I went to that video, the official 3-letter word video that I had put out, and I chose a random person that was a subscriber and not a member. And I said if a member came up, I would redraw again. And I did, and it came up with 7 stacks. And she has until the end. I was going to do 3 days like everybody was saying earlier today in my live, and I chose to allow it to go to the end of Friday. I'm not going to reach out and try to get a hold of her. She'll eventually see it, I hope, and she will contact me by email. And if she does, she's got till Friday to claim her prize. And she will get a 90% constitutional Washington or Barber quarter. And like I said, each week I plan on only doing it for the members once a week, and then regular subscribers once a month. So far, that's already taken place. This is the second week I've been doing it, and I've kept it open to the subscribers like I did for last week, like last week. But let me see, is that? Let me make sure that's the link. It should be. I'm going to double check here real quick. Oh, yeah, it's I think it's about it's an 9-minute video. It's a 9-minute video. Watch it from beginning to end, if you would, please and thank you. You'll be able to see me explain the rules, and inside the description of that video, that official GA video, it does, in the description, it has the rules and regulations and everything down in there. And if you watch the video, I explain it, and I take the coins out of the bag and I lay them out on the table right here, so you get a bird's eye view of it, of the quarters, the nickels. The pennies are going to be almost impossible to count. The quarters you might be able to, and the nickels maybe, the dimes maybe not, but it can give you an educational guess on roughly how much is in there. Can you turn the dimes around? I'm finished counting on the side. Absolutely. Absolutely. There you go. I did take out, now there was some other stuff in my Coinstar finds, and this was some of them. They were little like buttons or something. I'm not quite sure exactly what that one was. But it's not a coin. It's a V. I don't know what the heck it is. It looks like something that was stuck on something, glued. And then I have this other little fancy piece too that I found in the Coinstar. There's a few other things that I found. This Mercury dime was actually part of that Coinstar find throughout earlier in the year. And if you go back through my playlist and you look at the Coinstars videos, come on, focus. Nah, it's picking up my fingers. I'll get it. Come on. Yeah, I can do this. I can give you a nice, clearer picture of it. Ain't too bad, but tap the screen. That help. I got that Mercury dime back a while back. Was my very first Mercury dime. I'd found a few Rosies before in the past, and this is one of the Roosevelt dimes that I found in the past. I found that one. I found several other ones. I also found some other silver, but it was prior to this year. Hey Tim, how you doing? Good to see you. Thank you very much for stopping in. Let's see. That was funny. CDG. Can you turn it? I can lay them out for you. Oh man, would that be an unfair advantage? Could it be an unfair advantage? I don't know. I'm still debating whether I got any more silver in there because I have not. There's a possibility I may have some more silver in there. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go through these and check. And like I said, that whether it's Canadian or American, it doesn't matter. I'm counting every one, even if it's a Canadian, as 10 cents. But yeah, I'm gonna have to double check that, go through that. I know I don't have any. I know I don't have any silver quarters in here. I got some Canadian silver. Every Canadian quarter is counted as 25 cents. I got Canadian pennies. There's even some wheatback pennies in here that I have to take out as well. But don't forget the dollar bill that I found at McDonald's floating around. That's included in with that. Make sure to take calculation for that. But there's other things that I found in the Coinstar. I can't remember where I had put everything, but I had a couple of other unique finds that had nothing to do with being money. But I didn't have them in there. I just had these other little buttons, like I said, readily available that don't count as anything. Yeah, they are. They are, Jonathan. But for sakes, for sakes being for the contest and everything like that, everything is face value. Whether it's a Canadian quarter, I'm counting it as 25 cents. So and you guys, I didn't show you each individual one, but there's some Canadian in there that I found at the coin stairs. See if I can't find one in here. I had several of them here. Let's take a look. Yep, there's a Canadian right there. There's a Canadian caribou that was found in there. But I'm going to count everything as face value. Like even a few of those pennies are arrows, 2 arrow coins, 1 arrow coin, a 2 arrow coin. I'm going to consider as 1 penny. A cent, whether it's Canadian or foreign, it doesn't matter. The same thing on the quarters, same thing on the nickels. A 5 cent nickel, whether it's American or Canadian, is counted as 5 cents. Canadian dime, American dime, 10 cents for each one. I mean, I could sit here and probably go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. But that would be fair to everybody else because you guys would have the unfair advantage. But during the video, I kind of moved it all about. I had it spread around. Take an educated guess. Yes, you do. Yeah. All coins are at par here. Exactly. Absolutely. But each week I'm going to try to come up with something different. And Rise Bubble, what's up, Chef? Yeah, I don't know if you see me and Michael Stackins. I did answer your question. I had some shepherd's pie, and you opted me to get another helping of shepherd's pie. You made me hungry again, brother. Thanks, appreciate you. But yeah, I gotta pack all this away. Next week after the 21st, I'll have to come up with something new for another GAW for constitutional silver. It's just a way of me giving thanks of you guys being my brothers and my sisters and subscribing to my channel and thanks for being members. There's a few of you out there that have opted into taking a membership. There's several, four, five, six of you that have, and then there's others that were gifted memberships. Five memberships were gifted through 3D Woodworks, and five memberships were gifted through Check Stacker. Um, you off to bed, Linda? Oh, your sick pup needs. Oh man, I'm praying for you and your sick puppies. Take care. Take care, Linda. About mom. Thank you so much for stopping in. Oh, and I lost my train of thought here. Where was I? But I was talking about after next week coming up with another idea, something similar to like last week and something similar to like this week. Every week is going to be something a little different, but we're going to have a little GAW giveaway for Constitutional for my members and subscribers. And it's a lot of it's for fun. It's for fun. It's for community fun and sharing the love and joy of collecting numismatics and silver and trying to share a little bit of the joy and love that I have for coins and silver with my brothers, my sisters, which are you guys, my YouTube family. I appreciate each and every one of you, and it's just something I wanted to do, and I thought it'd bring a lot of interest and you know in my channel with you guys that enjoy coming and visiting with me and watching some of the things that I produce and put out there. But does anybody have any questions on any of the giveaway? You guys need me to pop the link back up, or you got a question, or you got an idea? If you have an idea, let me know. Something I can do for a giveaway. I still haven't came to Jack Stacker. There he is. There's the guy right there that gave away. I was talking about Check Stacker giving away 5 free memberships. Him and 3D Woodworks. Throw your link up there, Check Stacker, please and thank you. You do got the wrench. You got the power of the wrench. I was about ready to go search for your link in 3Ds and throw it up there. If you could, please and thank you, throw your link up there and throw 3D Woodworks link up there. If you're not subscribed to Check Stacker or 3D Woodworks, you need to be. They got their awesome content creators as well. They have fabulous channels. If you're not subscribed to Check Stacker or 3D Woodworks, go give them a like, give them a comment, and I would be very honored if you did subscribe to them through me, just to give them a simple comment, sub through T-Bird stacking or sub through T-Bird, and let them know. Give them a little love, give them a little, little comment, a little support. I'd appreciate it, and I'm sure they would as well. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you, Checks. And like I said, I think you're subscribed to 3D. If you could, or any of my other mods, I think I just got Linda Bob Mom out there. I think I got Jeff Rubin that's out there. I'm not sure. I think they're sub to him, but I think Linda's already gone. I'm not sure. Not sure if Jeff is still here or not. But if he can't find it, awesome. Woo! OMG! Wow! Check Stacker did it again. Oh my God! Jonathan Hughes received a membership by Check Stacker. Plywood received a gift membership through Check Stacker. Matt Wing received a membership through Check Stacker. Old Path. Wow. Awesome. That is so awesome. Even the Humble Stacker received a membership through Check Stacker. That is so awesome of you, Check Stacker. He is the man. Wow, thank you so much. OMG. This guy rocks. You are awesome, Jax. I never, and I don't want to say a million years, yeah, live a million years. I would never imagine in even 10 years that you would do that again. J Dog, whoop! What's going on, J Dog? Good to see you, brother. Oh man, Check Stacker. Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much. That just blew my mind. That is so awesome of you. You are so generous. Yeah, there you go. Green members look better than gray members. Gray names, yes. Always good to see you, J Dog. That's awesome. Did you get to see? Did you get to see the silver pours that I did there a while back? I did a live stream. I think it was last weekend. Was it? I wanted to do some more silver pouring and some more copper pouring. I poured a couple of tiki bars. I poured that in kinetic sand. One of my dragons, I'd poured them in before, and copper, but I poured a silver one. And being in the kinetic sand with the sand, I think the oils that come up with the smoke kind of gave me a little golden tarnish. I haven't decided whether to clean that golden tarnish off or leave it as is. But if I remember right, that was 2.85 troy ounces. Oh, I don't remember. I think it was pretty close to that. I want to check real quick, just for the heck of it. Let me take a look here. I'm not on troy. I'm on regular ounces. Let me go over to troy ounces. 2.63. Whoa, I was wrong. Whoa, was I wrong? That might have been something else I poured, but that's no, that's 3.67. 3.67 troy ounces. That's what that dragon was. I think you can see that right there. 3.67. Yeah, and I poured that one. That's 1.39 troy ounces. This was the heavier one. That was 1.75. Okay, I get the 75 in the brain, I guess. I also poured this coin. It was number 024. Number 24. What's that? That's on my screen on my phone. Yeah, okay. But I poured that. That was 2.42 troy ounces. And I poured something else, but I forget what it was. I don't see it. Not on my tabletop right now. Yeah, I got some more pouring I want to do. I wanted to do that earlier today. I did. Woo! Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for the jewel gifts again and again and again. Wow. Emerald. Awesome. Thank you so much. I think I'm one away from that goal that I set. Like I said, I didn't know what that was, and I figured out what it was. Awesome. You're so awesome, Emerald. Thank you so much. Now I got all these. Look at that. Did you guys get all that confetti? I got confetti coming down my screen. Thanks to the participant, Seabird Stack can just achieve the goal. Woo! Wow, awesome. I don't know if you guys see that or not. You guys see that in the chat? The confetti's already gone. I see it on my screen. Wow. Wow. Oh man, they're doing it again. I can't see it on my laptop, but I see it on my phone with the confetti going all over the place, going crazy. Oh geez. He's blowing up the screen. He's blowing up the screen. Awesome. Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Wow. Yeah. You did it complete, complete, complete. I mean, that's awesome. That's awesome. He blew up my screen. Oh man, I got so many of them. I don't even know if I think it was all emerald. I think I'm not 100% sure. He just blew my screen up. Completely blew it up. All the confetti and it's now all over the carpet. It's all over. We don't need no sweeper. Just walk through it. Kick it around. Awesome. Thank you so much. Oh man, I got to try to grab 3D Woodworks channel real quick as well if I can. I'd like to throw his link in there. I didn't quite notice. I may have missed it. I don't know if Check Stacker had got his link or not, but I want to be able to grab 3D Woodworks channel. Cindy, good to see you. Thank you so much. Awesome. Thank you so much for stopping in. Hey, Chira, what's up? What's the word? Bird's the word. Woo! I'll paste a new link in. You can probably go watch it fully later. You can always find it on my main channel. There's the link for the entry for the giveaway, the official entry for this week. The Coinstar finds. Go check that out. I'm gonna go see if I can't scour up 3D Woodworks link and see if I can't. Uh, let's see if I can't find his link. That right there. That's my last live stream. Didn't want that. Oh, actually, that's the okay. That's the humble stacker from a few nights ago. I was watching him. I was sitting back and doing stuff and watching him. Let's see, new tab, YouTube. Bear with me. I can't see the chat right now at the moment. Uh, Subscribers. Let me see if I can't go right down and find his show more. Yeah, I gotta get a mic too. Like I said, I got a phone. I gotta get a headset with a mic on it that'll work. So when I start my live stream, I can enable that. That way, there I have more consistent sound. Let's see, where would he be? I'm trying to scroll through like probably over 1,500 subscribers. It is alphabeticalized, but I'm not sure if he's in the beginning or towards the end. Uh, 365 Days of Silver, 7 AMTV. Oh, he's got to be way down here. There should be a search here somewhere, but I don't see it. Okay. I'm still trying to find it. If anybody can help me out, that's a mod, and find 3D Woodworks link and post it up there, please and thank you. I would appreciate it. I'm struggling here trying to find it. Um, let's see. Let me scroll down through my phone. Let's take a look here real quick. What coin did the winner get? Oh, what coin did the winner get? Well, the winner of my last one is either going to get. He already told me it doesn't matter. So he's either going to get a Washington quarter or he's going to get a Barber. That was scrap metal racing, a Barber quarter or a Washington 90%er. And once the other subscriber messages me, they can have that same choice because um, Scrap Metal Racing was a level one T-Bird member, and he gets a quarter 90%er of his choosing, and he said he didn't care, didn't matter. So I'm just going to send him off one, and he's going to get some of my T-Bird swag. And then also once I get acknowledgement from the other subscriber that had won, I'll give her a choice as well on whether she wants a Washington because the subscribers would be getting a quarter. Now, depending on whether you're a member or a subscriber, depends on what you're going to receive at your particular level. Level one gets a quarter, level two gets a quarter and a 90% dime. Level three will get a $50 90%. And like I said, I'm going to try to do this weekly um, to bring a little excitement to the channel and to show my thanks for all those subscribers and also the members. And I did put up that link for the new one. There we go. Can't believe I can't find this on my computer. Oh, like I said, when you get a lot of subs, you'll understand what I'm saying. Um, There it is right there, right at the very beginning. I went right by it. Way, right by it. Let's see, I'll throw his link unless somebody may have already put it in there. I'm going to share 3D Woodworks channel in the chat. And if you're not subscribed to 3D Woodworks, please go check him out. Please go check him out. He gifted 5 memberships about a week and a half ago. If you're not subscribed to 3D Woodworks, show him a little love and a little respect. Um, hit the like button, throw him a comment, and I'd be honored if you told him T-Bird sent you. That way, there he knows that he got a new subscriber from me. Um, he's an awesome guy. He's a real down to earth. He's got a good heart. He has good content. He does, a lot of woodworking. He does copper pours, like I do. He does aluminum pours, silver pours. I have not. I've got the capability of doing aluminum, but I just haven't got around to it yet. My main purpose that I enjoy doing is doing a lot of copper pours, a lot of different copper pours. I did one pour that was not copper, it was bronze. I call it the Angry Dragon because when I quenched him, he popped and I had a steam explosion, and it may have stemmed from because there's a little area back here. He was probably a little molten on the inside, and that's the bronze, but it's almost, you can almost put a chain through that in the back of it. It's got a hole, like it was like a lip, and it might have been water that was in there when it got quenched. It made a little steam explosion. If you find that on my pouring videos, you'll see there, it startled me. It's one of the very first time, this was the third pour that I've ever did the dragon head, and these are some pretty hefty dragons. Let me put this back on ounces. I'll just tell you what he weighs, and he is 13.25 ounces. And I got several other dragon heads as well that I poured. I think you can see that. This is in ounces because it's not a precious metal. It's copper, 13.26 ounces. And it's made out of copper and nickel. Now, I had my crucible turned to 1200 degrees, and it was very difficult to melt because of the fact it takes a little bit more than 1200 degrees Celsius to melt nickel. But there's a built-in factor on those furnaces, or if you set it to 1200 degrees Celsius, you actually heats up a little higher than 1200 degrees. What exactly, I don't know, unless I took one of those RF guns and probably zapped it into the furnace to see how hot it actually is. But it took me like 2 times as long to melt that copper. I knew it was a copper alloy, but I did not know what it was an alloy of. And I eventually did a little research on the pieces I was using, and I come to find out that there was copper and nickel in there. But that's a copper nickel alloyed dragon. But there's many other pours that I have. I'll zoom over them real quick for you. I got a lot of them all piled up here. Pours and heart pours, coin pours, crosses, pew pews. Got some newer tiki bars. I haven't cleaned a lot of them. I got various different types of dragons that I've poured. Phoenixes. Those phoenixes are the same thing. They're pretty hefty too. They fit in the palm of my hand. They're anywhere from about 12 to 13 ounces. Some lions. Of course, there's the dragons. We're getting into some of my silver pours over here. Teardrops, teardrop puzzle piece. 2 parts. They fit together. Bar, heart, or heart copper cookies, heart pour. Then we get over here. Get bypass my silver, my constitutional, my ASEs. Got a rose pour right there that I poured. I've done 3 of those. Aphrodites, cross pours. Made my own original King Tut pour out of 2 different King Tut pours. There's one there. There's another one there. I've got other ones with red patina on them, and I took that one and that one in the kinetic play sand, and I made my own unique piece, one of a kind. And I got a couple of choo-choo trains, and there's more. I got a few other pieces that are here and there for future things. Yeah, there's some more pew pews over there. And I got these other cool pieces that I saved that I didn't re-put back into the furnace. And I call that the waterfall. That silver one. I call that one the kiss tongue. I got that one. That one's probably going to go back into remelting. That's another piece that I saved and a bunch of different hearts with all different types of cool designs. And here's some of my breaker pieces where I've been doing salvaging, taking the copper pieces off and taking the silver relays off. There's some other different types of computer high voltage electrical pieces that's got silver on them with copper and bronze. Uh, I'm a scrapper. Anything electronic, anything electronic, I scrap, I tear down. I take the copper out of it. I take the aluminum out of it. I take the silver. I take the gold out of it. And I was just showing it earlier today where some of these pieces I got, some really high end electronic pieces that I got, were going to be taking this and melting this down. Well, first, I'm not going to melt this down. This is going to, because some of them are gold. This is a gold ring that's 14 karat. That's an 18 karat piece of gold. I got this. Some of these are solid 24 karat gold, and some of them are silver with 24 karat gold outlay, and some of them are 18 karat gold. There's all different types of pieces. I have those all in there that are going to be melted and turned into a liquid by the form of using acids. And once I get them into a liquid form, I'll be separating the materials by using chemical and other things to separate them and dropping the gold out of solution. Hey, Mandy Lee, how you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, there you go. Awesome checks. Woo, yeah, he's using the emojis. That guy put up a new emoji, two more new ones there a little while ago. One of my dog Jackson, one of my Molly Bear. I've been working on that. I think I'm going to come up with a couple of new ones. Um, but on the acids, don't ever get into something that you don't understand. Do your homework, do your diligent homework first, do your studying. Before I even got into you working with acids and that, I studied it for 2 or 3 years. That's something that's deathly caustic that could kill you. There's certain things you do and don't want to do. Um, it's like with this. I mean, I've got to get my fume hood built, and I wanted to do it this summer. I never got around with it. Here's something I've been working on. Now, this little vial bottle without the cap is 0.21 ounces. 0.21 ounces. Now, I'll show you what I got right here. And this is stuff that I'm going to be using. If you ever heard of Street Tips, I watched Street Tips for years, plus other people. But I've got a lot of old breakers that I've been taking the silver contacts off. Right here, right now, I got 3.51. So if you take that away, I got 3.3 ounces. No, that should be in Troy. So let's go to Troy. Troy ounces, 3.220. So I'm just a 0.01, basically 3 Troy ounces of silver right there in contacts. And silver contacts. Now they're 95 to 97% pure silver. And that's all going to be melted down, and I'm going to be using another piece of equipment once I get it into acids, into liquid form, and dropping it out and getting all the base metals out of it and doing it safe, using my proper PPE, using a fume hood. I'm going to drop the silver out of solution into a powdered solution, rinse it several times, distilled water, dry it, and then I can melt it right down into pure 999 silver. And then I can put it into a silver cell to better purify it into 4/9 fine silver and actually grow my own crystals. I've got all the equipment and everything I need to do that. Porn sounds dangerous. Yes, it is dangerous. Melting metals. And pouring metals is dangerous. As it's just as dangerous because if you don't know what you're doing, you just it's just not something you can hop into. Hey, what's going on, Vegas Stacker? Good to see you, brother. Thank you so much for stopping in. But I don't recommend anybody to jump right into it. Do your diligence, do your homework, do some studying. Don't jump right into it. You need to have a furnace. There's multiple things, proper protection, PPE equipment, uh, face shield, gloves, a leather, like a leather apron that you would, a welder's apron that you would use. Now, there's a lot of us that are used to this, but God, man, we're not talking about using a propane torch or map gas torch. You're talking about using a furnace, and you have a furnace that's in front of you that you're melting metals, and I melt my metals at 1200 degrees Celsius fumes. And I use a lot of pure 999 copper. I know my differences between the coppers, what's pure copper and what's not. I have copper that's not pure, and it's got other things. Like say for this metal scrapping that I've been doing, I'm breaking down breakers and I'm saving these copper pieces. Yeah, is it copper? Yes, it is, but it's got a coating on it. When I put this in there, it lets off a toxic fume because it's not pure 999 copper. A lot of that bad stuff that's on there, I can't give you the details right now at the moment, but even where these soldering ends are, there's solder and that has lead in them. All that's going to vaporize into the air. And if you don't have proper PPE, you can severely harm yourself or kill yourself. And I don't want to be subject to that. I'm giving this as a warning. I've done my homework. I know what I'm doing. I'm not the best at it. There's people that are as good or better than I am, but I take my due diligence to be safe and do it properly. Um, just like just now, I don't want to leave the room, but when I deal with something like those pieces and I'm melting them, I got both garage doors open, I got my window open upstairs, and I actually have a respirator that I wear that's going to block a lot of these hazardous fumes. Yes, it's copper coated enamel. Thank you, Jonathan. I had a workshop. I had to go. Okay, Vegas. Thank you so much for stopping in. I appreciate it. Sorry, I kind of got into a little rant there. I'm just trying to stress my concerns on melting metals and using acids. I mean, you need to use your proper PPEs. Like if the broke stacker was here, I mean, I got rubber gloves, and if you look at it, that little piece there is when I was testing out some of my pieces of. Let me see these pieces that I got from electronic pieces. I got 24 karat gold plating on them, and I was testing these out to see whether it was 18 karat gold plated or whether they were 24 karat gold plated. And I was over my kitchen sink and I took a little drop and I placed it on there to see. And the bottle had sprung a little leak and it went onto my fingers. I was looking at it and I thought it was because I was starting off at the 10 karat. 10 karat didn't do anything, acid tester. And then at the 18 karat, and that wasn't doing anything. So I went to the 24 karat and I started smoking. And I started saying, oh boy, I got something here. Started smoking. No, it's because the bottle sprung a little leak and it had a little pinhole and it leaked onto my fingers. My fingers were starting to smoke because the acids got into my finger and I was getting smoke from it. It didn't burn. It didn't feel any. I didn't feel anything. But I should have had my rubber gloves on. I didn't. I took it for granted that I was good and I knew what I was doing, and which I did, but I should have had my rubber gloves on, so I didn't. And what had happened is the acids stained my fingers because they got a little chemical burn on them. It was sort of like a sunburn. The very first layer of skin got burned from the acid and it turned brown. And it got around my cuticle here. And it's taken probably 3 months or more for that to grow, that little line right there, to grow up out of my cuticle. It's almost gone. It's a constant reminder. It's a constant reminder to me until it's gone. I think you can see that right there. Let me see here. Looking back at the chat, and I apologize. Like I said, I'm kind of rambling and ranting along. But thank you once again. Check Stacker. You are awesome. Let's see. I think my chat, I gotta move my chat down over here on my laptop. Dealing with 30% pneumatic acids will burn the shit out of your lungs. Yeah. Yeah, it will. Like I said, I've got all the proper things to do. The only thing that I have, I've got all my equipment to build a fume hood. I got a 10 by 10 shed. Um, I haven't, I wanted to build it by the end of the summer. I never got around to it. I just, with work and everything, I just got way too busy. Way too busy. Let me go see if I can't get that real quick for you and I can show you. Yeah, I knew I had another one in here. I got one out in my garage. Um, a lot of times when I'm melting metals, when I first start melting it or whatever, a lot of times I just open the doors out and I step outside. Excuse me, until it's melted. I got the ventilation, but I also have a respirator that I a lot of times wear. And I got these three. I got two or three different types of cartridges that'll fit on this that take out different types of. I've got one that just takes out particular matter. Like say if I'm using the bandsaw or using the chop saw or something for fine dust. I got other ones for chemicals for different types of things, and I do wear this if I'm burning and melting something of this nature. But like I said, most times I got pure 999 copper that I'm melting. That's more safe than what that copper is. That this particular copper, I would not melt it without having my PPE on, my mask. Yeah, you're very curious about chemistry. Yeah, I always have been as well. And you're very curious about refining metals. Yes, it can be something that's enjoyable and fun, but you need to learn to do it safe. Like do your homework, do your study, and just don't jump on it. Jump into it. Yeah, your furnished. Yeah, I got an electric one. Never indoors. I wouldn't have a propane one inside. I have it inside my garage. It's well ventilated and whatnot. I got a little work studio that's on there, but I use it for mainly just doing my silver pouring and my copper pouring when I'm melting pure 999 copper. And when I feel as though that I have the need be, yes, thank you, Vegas. Appreciate you. um, when need be, I do have the proper PPE to use for respiratory as well as a face shield. But it's not something that's you should just jump right into and not know anything about. It's easy to buy the furnace. It's easy to get some copper and throw it in there. But if you don't know what you're doing, if you're in an enclosed area that's not well ventilated, and whatever, the ideal place would to do it would be outside. Um, I did this year want to get a Devil's Forge for doing larger pours. I don't think I need to. I was going to, and I didn't. I chose to buy a secondary two auto furnace. So if I chose to, I could melt copper and I could melt silver simultaneously to where I could go from making a copper pour to jumping over to doing an immediate silver pour directly afterwards. Because I've got multiple crucibles and I like to keep my crucibles separate, one for copper and one for silver pour. I don't like mixing them, even though the graphite does powder off and it's fairly clean. Have I used one before when I melted copper and then put silver in it? Yes, but I made sure everything was emptied out of it and it was kind of clean. I got a procedure of how I kind of clean it, but Your crucibles only last so long. They recommend that you only use it for eight burns, more or less, like 8 1 hour burns. And there's a lot of my crucibles that I've got much more than that. On average, I'm usually have it on for an hour and a half to 2 hours minimum, sometimes maximum of 3 hours. And there's some of my crucibles I've got 15 uses out of, and them are 2.5 to 3 hour uses. So you do the math. Yeah, he's going to have an amazing night. That he works. Deal the cards, deal the cards. That's all I'm going to say. I don't know if he works on a table or not, but boy, I'd like to be able to be there someday and meet up with him. Hey, deal the cards. Yeah, take care of me, brother. Yeah, he's an awesome dude. Vegas Stacker is. I'm going to do the same thing for Vegas. I really appreciate Vegas a lot, and he seems like he's got a down to earth heart as well. You all do. There's a lot of people on my channel that are like that, but if you're not subscribed to Vegas Stacker, I would appreciate you go check him out. Um, he seems like he's an awesome guy. I've known him for a while. I don't know him personally because I've never met him personally. But if you're not subscribed to him, please go consider giving him a subscription. Give him a thumbs up, give him a like, a comment, and if you're not subscribed to him, please tell him that T-Bird sent you. I'd be honored if you did. That's his link right there. If you're not subscribed to him, please go check him out. I'd appreciate it. Let me start capping some of this stuff back up. There was some other things I wanted to show, but I'm not going to keep on going too long here. It's 12:37. How long have I been? I've been on for an hour and 2 minutes. The bird can chat, eh? Yeah, I had to move a lot of my stuff away in the back earlier so I could do that video. I had to clean my desk off. I've got multiple numismatic coins, a lot of American Silver Eagles. I went over a lot of those the other day. Numismatics. I got some that are not encapsulated right here. I wonder if Jackknife is here. Jackknife? I bet you he's in the background. I bet you he is. Let me give it a test. I'm going to give it a test when Jackknife is here. Hold on. I was outside earlier and I had my pocket pieces. I got 5 buffaloes. I keep as pocket pieces. And Jackknife usually comes to the pocket pieces. 5 buffaloes. He loves the sound of silver. But I was one thing I was working on the other day because I had some of my American Silver Eagles and I had them in just regular paper flips. And I'd bought these quite some time ago. I was taking them and taking my American Silver Eagles and I was putting them into some of these slabs that I bought. Oh, this is something else. That ain't American Silver Eagle. How'd you get in there? He snuck in. But a lot of some of them I had gotten, they're different, all different years. I think I got almost every year there was since 1986, and I got multiples of a lot of them. And I was going over a lot of my coinage that I have, and I want to get a lot of them into airtights, and I chose to put these and those. I'd actually, I think quite a while back when I picked these up, I can't remember from where, but I think I bought 10 of them. I got 5 right there. And these are all American Silver Eagles, every one of those right there. Some nice airtights. And then I do also have other ones that I got as slabs, which I think went back into the safe. Yes, they did. They went back into the safe, 2 MS-70s. I got a bunch of other numismatic Eisenhower dollars. Yeah, Eisenhower dollars, different ones. I got a couple different Eisenhowers that are in slabs. I got some Morgans, a couple different Morgans, some CCs. I got an MS65 and an MS63 CC Morgan, 1883. Yeah, I seen the premiums go up in the Silver Eagles. Glad you bought them. Awesome. Yeah, I bought a lot of mine back when they were much lower than when they're under lower than 30. I had an average. If you watched one of my other lives from this past week, I forget which one it was, but I did a little show and tell out of some cigar boxes that I had, and I showed a lot of the ones that I bought from the U.S. Mint back in the day. I think back from the mid 80s all the way up through till about 2005. Every year I'd bought in American Silver Eagles. Well, I bought coinage, uh, uncirculated sets, and proof silver sets. And then in '86, I had bought, and I was buying the proof silver Eagles all the way through. Uh, I was buying 2 or 3 or 4 sets of each one. Um, and then somewhere around 2005, I just kind of fell out of it and I stopped doing it. Denny, my sister from Alaska, woo! Good to see you. I just called Jackknife. He's not here. I gave him a jingle and he didn't respond. And I haven't seen him. I thought he would be here. I did give him the jingle. I had 5 new members tonight. 5 new members. Check Stacker did it again. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think when checks back when I first got monetized about 2.5 weeks ago, roughly, had gifted 5 memberships, and I think you had gotten one of them. You're a level 3 T-Bird, level 3 T-Bird, and I was just talking about it and saying that they should go check out Check Stacker, and I was working on getting to his channel, and next thing I know, lo and behold, boom, there he was. He gifted 5 more T-Bird memberships tonight. He is so awesome. Check Stacker rocks. Yeah, he does. He is so cool. That is so amazing. Oh man, I couldn't believe it. He just blew my mind. He blew my mind. I know he dropped his link up there way earlier, and then I put up that little thing down below where you see that goal, which I think is already said and done. Um, Emerald, Emerald, he, he just blew my doors off too because he he kept sending the jewel gifts, and he blew my screen up. I probably got about, I don't know, 10, 15, no more than that, probably about 20 different jewel gifts. And that was just so amazing. It's unbelievable. Let me see here real quick if I can grab his link. Let me see, for those of you that weren't here for it, just real quick. Uh, Go to channel, open a new tab. Just gonna throw his link out there one more time in case he left. But if you're not subscribed to Check Stacker, he's an awesome guy. Go check him out. Give him a like. Give him a comment. Tell him T-Bird sent you. And here comes his link right now. For those of you that are not subscribed to Check Stacker, there it is. Boom, bada bing. Let me see. I want to get the official page as well. If I can get back to my regular page. Bear with me for a moment, guys. Is that the one? Let me see here. Random comment picker. Nope, not that. It's not that. That's 3Ds. I'm going to grab my link here real quick. And before I leave, I'm going to leave it here and you guys can go check out that video and enter the official Coinstar giveaway for this week that's opened until October 21st. Put your entry, check the video out. There we go. That's copied. I'm going back to my chat. Let's see. Yep, I'm back in my chat and I've got windows flying all over. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. Oh, you wish you was not even born in the 1980s. I wasn't born in the 1980s. I wasn't even born in the 70s. Wasn't born in the 90s or 2000s. Yeah, I'm getting up there. Tell them, Deneen. There you go. And there's that link for my giveaway entry. Go check it out. Cast your vote. But I'm going to probably head out of here now. I appreciate each and every one of you stopping by here. Thank you so much, Jonathan. Thank you, Dean. Thank you, Cindy. Uh, thank you, Vegas, and everyone else that has stopped by. Deneen knows what the word is. Thank you, Jonathan, as well. I appreciate each and every one of you for stopping. I know we had a lot of different people. I heard my buddy J Dog was even out here. Tim Ivans was out here. Vegas Stacker. CDG Detecting was here. Woo! Mandy Lee had popped in. Yeah, we had Mishy Stacker in here way earlier. Thank you so much, Cindy. Thank you, Deneen. Y'all have a good night. Yeah, yeah, we're as old as we feel. You all know you're not. No, you're not. I know. We're all as old as we feel. Well, I guess I feel like tonight I feel like I'm a little older than I normally am, but I still feel like I'm under 50. No pun intended. Have a good night. Alrighty. D-Read out. Have a good night, guys. Woo! 5. OC ain't here to count me down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. D-Read out. Have a good night, y'all. Oh, there. Deneen's got it. Usually OC does that right off the bat. I don't even got to say anything and he's starting it. Good night. Thank you, Deneen. Woo.